it goes well when you've got a name that just reeks of a number of various nicknames that can apply, and especially when the um, the particular player plays a position that's coming off the edge. So we know what that means. That means speed, burst, explosion. And then he just committed to Miami, the Hurricanes, one Rueben Bain.
Nicknamed Hurricane, yes. And this is a guy who, in the comments, so welcome to everybody who's watching. In the comments, y'all asked me about him a while ago, right? Because Auburn was trying to push, he had already taken the previous official visit to Alabama. Florida State was trying to push. And like 6 weeks ago, I told y'all I would believe that Rueben Hurricane Bain, that's his nickname, like from, the hood, right? That I was going to believe that he would play somewhere else when I saw him literally cross the sideline during a game wearing another team's jersey. Because I was that sure that he was going to come to Miami, after, taking his time with this process and everything, but like he was never going to go anywhere else. I was loud, and I just told, Mark before we came on live, I was loud and right then. Give me my props now. And I know I wasn't the only one, so I'm not saying it was only me. However, y'all are watching me right here on Wednesday. So yeah, I said that clearly. He's not going to go anywhere else. Rueben Bain called Cristobal on Sunday, either on the way home from his visit to Florida State or immediately when he got home to his house on Sunday, right? He committed at the Nat Moore Foundation Awards ceremony last night. He did it on stage in front of all kinds of people and whatnot. And being interviewed afterwards, he was like, I think it was David Wilson from the Miami Herald who had that little nugget. But he was like, yeah, I called Cristobal on Sunday and he was in the private jet doing recruiting, and he threw his phone across the jet and everything. And when, because they FaceTime for all those things. So he was kind of there. He was celebrating, coach had to go over and get the phone back and But I mean, leaving out from a visit elsewhere. And Florida State, I know that I saw people trying to spin, oh, he wasn't a take because, we had other guys ahead of him and You're a liar and you sound stupid. So don't say stupid stuff.
Too many guys ahead of him.
Right, but they're saying on their board and we're only trying to protect for this one guy flipping or You're a liar and you sound dumb if you try to spin that. But they were all super hyped. Yeah, we got him on campus. That old thing. On Sunday, it was Friday when he got there. Mike Norvell. All of their recruiting writers and everything. And it's funny that they want to take shots at other people for being fans who do that full time. Because I'm a blogger, so I mean, I try to be objective, but I'm a fan because I went there and I have my degree. But they take shots at other people, but they're some of the biggest fanboys around, the FSU writers for a variety of sites. But yeah, so oh yeah, Hurricane Bain, yeah, he's here and he's going Oh yeah, we're going to take that. We're going down to Miami Central again. We're taking one of y'all legacy players. And then he commits, and then it's, man, he wasn't that good. And right, sure, believe that if you want to. If it helps you sleep at night, buddy, go right ahead. Exactly. In this current year, you see it on the screen: 52 tackles, 37 tackles for loss, 28 sacks. And the numbers were very similar last year. If I have his page in front of me, last year was 60 tackles, 48.5 tackles for loss, 29.5 sacks with 3 forced fumbles in 2021. This is an elite player any way that you slice it. And like I said, he was going to come to Miami, and now he's committed to Miami. He's going to sign with Miami next week. So, yeah, Mark's been trying to say early signing day was next week for the last few weeks. It is actually next week from now. But, yeah, so Rueben Bain is a Miami legacy. In case you did not know, his brother Reggie played here. His brother Reggie is on the support staff of the football program currently. And his uncle Tolbert Bain was in the U documentary because he played at the U and he had that low, gravelly voice. And yeah, he was a standout defensive back here previously. So yeah, multiple family members have played here. He was never going anywhere but here, and it's a big get, obviously. I saw Gabby Arrudia tweeted that it would be a massive win in the recruiting world to get him. And then, of course, FSU writers, multiple, tried to denigrate that. Oh, it's a big deal to keep a guy home and da-da-da-da. Yes. Have you followed? Like, apparently these guys who talk all this shit about Miami recruiting are new to the world of recruiting, because we've talked about missing on players for years and years and years from local players, right? Dalvin Cook, where'd he go? Miami Central, right? Patrick Peterson, Blanche Ely was committed to Miami, didn't end up going to Miami. All the million dudes from American Heritage who went elsewhere, all of the receivers from any school that went to Alabama. The list is long and distinguished of players from Miami who did not go to Miami. So I'm not going to sit here and say getting a player of this caliber to stay home, regardless of family connection or not, I'm not going to sit here and downplay that. And they can do that and try to spin that shit if they want to, but they can go sell that somewhere else because I have a brain that works, right? So this is a really big get. He is currently the third highest rated player behind 2 5-stars, that being Cormani McClain and Francis Mauigoa in this class, and is not the only 4-star player that we got a commitment from this week, or in the last bit since I was back here with you guys. But no, this is a really, really big get. He can play inside, he can play outside. I'm actually crafting his recruiting notebook right now because it was not on my list because I was waiting until he committed. But literally, I have it right here on my screen that I'm working on that. But you should be very excited that Rueben Bain is going to live up to his nickname and be a Hurricane. And it's not going to take long for him to hit the field. Trust me.